Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, Luke Rose. So what you're going to learn here today is why, if you're looking for a car that does everything, why you should buy a Mini Cooper D 2016 or newer 1.5 diesel turbocharged. That's in it.
It's showtime.
Luke Rides. This is the Mini Cooper Diesel 2016 model and is the third generation of the Mini range. So what that means is that this third generation is now where everything, the underpinnings, the turbocharged diesel engine, the onboard computer, the computer systems, the wheels, the disc brakes, the suspension, everything is actually BMW. It's actually German, which is a good thing for Mini and a good thing for this car. But what's nice about Mini is, although it has BMW computers, tech and underpinnings, the Minis are still built in Britain. They're actually built at the city of Oxford, where Mini have a dedicated plant, and so when you're buying a Mini, it is built in Britain. And Oxford is where the best universities in our country, the most talented researchers in the world, and where the best research and innovation takes place in our country, and that is where the Mini is built, and then they are shipped across the world. Mini have come a long way from where they used to be, a long way, and this car, there's a lot to like about it, and there's a lot to be positive about. And being the third generation Mini, this model came with Mini's equivalent to the iDrive. And first of all, you're going to love the design. So Mini has still kept their iconic look to the background with the general shape, but there's been new tweaks with this model. So even the doors are more curved, the more shaped over, the more aerodynamic, more curves going on at the front. The headlights are tidier and more compact, and everything is just better. And then even little touches, chrome rear light cluster, even though it's a standard halogen unit, little touches where the shape's been improved, the reflectors inside have been improved, and it's just a better looking car overall. And the metallic looks good as well. Little updates for the third generation, like Mini in the headlight unit, even though it's a standard halogen bulb and headlight unit, and little touches like even the bonnet has like this bump here that harks back to the original Minis, but modern.
Cool.
And it's a good looking car when you look at it. When you can also have the different color combinations as well, it looks good. It looks prestigious. It looks expensive. It is a 3-cylinder twin scroll turbo. So what that means is that you have a turbine, and then there are different channels built into the turbo. and the turbine will change depending on what the engine's demanding. So one channel is, if you like, for lower speeds, which gives the engine more throttle response, more grunt, gives it more power, and then a second channel for when you're at higher speeds and the channel generates the power differently. So then what that translates to you is you still have an engine that's very responsive and gives you throttle instantly and acceleration instantly. It's a very interesting technology, and it's now been introduced to BMW. So this is effectively a BMW 1.5 diesel twin scroll turbo, turbocharged, and it's a wicked engine. This is an awesome engine. It's also so efficient. If you buy a Mini Cooper D with the 1.5 turbocharged diesel engine, it's so efficient, it's not emitting any emissions, and it's literally free to tax. 70 miles an hour, and the cabin's actually quite quiet. The cabin's really well insulated, which is wicked, considering this is just a small car, and even the vibrations from the turbocharged diesel engine is minimal. You don't notice it, you really don't. Wind noise is very little. I'm not having to raise my voice, this is just my normal talking voice, and it's very good, very comfortable. The suspension's doing a very good job of dampening down the bumps and smoothing them out, so we're getting quite a comfortable ride, even though we're in a small 5-door car by today's standards. You don't hear the engine at all. It is very well dampened down, which is brilliant. Stop start, quick to respond, quick to react. No problems with the stop start at all. The auto box is getting the gearing perfect. No complaints about the gearbox. The gearbox is wonderful. It chooses the gears when you want them. It chooses the gears well. It gets them right every time. It gives you that best, and it also chooses the gearing for economy. Oh, so easy to see. So easy to see behind you, because the mirrors are where they are. The mirrors, the windows are quite square shaped, so you get a pretty good visibility, and also the windows are quite big, and which is pretty good. Which is pretty good going, really. Even here. Whoa, okay, let's go in this corner. Are you ready to go in this corner? Yeah! Woo! It just feels pretty, the steering just feels so accurate. I mean, again, this is an electronic unit, which you wouldn't expect from an electronic unit. But it's actually quite confidence inspiring. Oh yeah. See, you just push on. Just push on with the steering. It's really goddamn accurate. It's confidence inspiring, it's stable, it's just so good. It's just so good. And this is not a Cooper, this is not a Cooper Works, model. I'll say, we're making pretty good progress down this road. Which is pretty good. Just to show you how easy this Mini is to park, let's go and find somewhere to park. Take the space. Fucking flicked it. Reverse, easy to select, and thanks to that electronic steering, easy to turn the steering wheel, easy to flick it over. And we're very lucky because this one has not only reversing sensors, but also rear camera. That's how easy this is to park, and there's a pleasure at low speed thanks to the auto box, light steering, and that very smooth, surprisingly smooth 3-cylinder turbocharged diesel. And you wouldn't think a 3-cylinder could be this smooth when you think 3 cylinders are a lot more difficult to balance than having 4 cylinders doing the job of, you know, checking it's clear, be absolutely sure before you go, because you never know. Because 4-stroke cycle, 4 cylinders are always going to do that nice and smoothly compared to 3 cylinders trying to do the 4-stroke cycle. But somehow BMW haven't been able to do it, which is incredible. Disc brakes front, disc brakes rear, with rear parking sensors, and love the little chrome outlet there for the fog light. Very cool. And it's just a cute looking car. From every angle, it's just a nice looking car. The way the doors as well are curved the way they are, it looks good. So, let's go into the interior. This is the 5-door model, which we're very lucky to have today. And this is the door card. You've got a speaker built into each door card. Love the little touches here, where the door handle has same colour as the leather, which is perfect. You've even got pockets for small bottles of drink and anything that your passengers might want. You also electronic windows, so they can open the windows if they'd like to. And this is generally the amount of space that you get. It is a small gap. It's actually quite comfortable. The seat is a bit like a bench. You've got good support behind you, and you've got quite a bit of leg room down here as well. So you're able to get your feet in and you're not being pushed up against the seat. Also, interesting touch that you have like a cubby hole here where you can put whatever it is you want in there. Also, another useful feature, drink holder for your passenger. An airy place to be. Do you feel like you're not constricted? You're not being squeezed in. You don't feel claustrophobic. And love the little details here where the leather is again colour coded here. You get your glove box as well. And on the steering wheel, it feels really good. Leather, which is brilliant, with black insert here. You got a good position for your thumbs to go into when you want to go faster, but also the steering is well balanced. It's beautifully weighted, and the leather it's not very thick, but it is soft, and it does feel good in the hands. And more nice touches where the materials are fairly soft. This plastic's quite soft. The buttons all have rubber toggles.
Nice.
Which is good. These feel nice and smooth. It feels nice to hold on to. Bit of trivia: when you enter your Mini Cooper D, the start button for the engine glows red, and then when you press the brake, full red, and you also get a LED light underneath your feet on the driver's side, and the same for the passenger. And thanks to the turbocharged diesel engine and the auto box, you can get off the line very quickly, and the traffic get surprised how fast you are. And the controls, good tactile feel, they feel pretty good. So controls are really good. The cabin is quite airy. You feel very comfortable and well bolstered by the seat. This is a nice place to be. Can't knock it. So this Mini, it's a wicked car. It really is. This Mini does so many things right. It's got good amount of space. The engine is wonderful. The engine's got plenty of power and torque, and it's very nice to drive. Auto, don't need to worry about gears. The gearbox does all the decision making for you, which is awesome. Boot is fairly big for a small car, so just to show you, you can get a pretty decent amount of shopping in there. Overnight bags, whatever else you need. and that's a pretty good size. You can get a lot in there. Hydraulic struts, and pretty easy to shut. If you're looking for a car that's very cheap to run, very cheap on fuel, zero to road tax, a wonderful engine, a reliable engine, really beautiful build quality, and tried and tested, third generation Mini Cooper third generation Mini Cooper from 2016 is a brilliant choice for an everyday car that's wonderful to drive and does everything you need a car to do, with decent space and a car that looks good and makes you look good. What a car. Well done, Mini. You've done very well here, and thumbs up to BMW for making Mini build such a wonderful car, starting from the third generation. Mini went from, using Peugeot engines to then they went to the second generation where they started using BMW engines and electronics, and it's only now the third gen where BMW have learned all the problems and fixed all the issues and problems of their previous engines and is now knocking out really good engines, and now Mini are getting those engines and those third generation electronics and computers, and what a difference it's made. This is a car definitely worth considering. You really should, and gets Luke Ride's thumbs up as a wicked car, and yet a small car. And in Britain, a small car can get you to places where big cars can't. So well done, Mini. And it's a beautiful car to look at, beautiful car to own. You should consider this. It's so amazing, that car does so much right. The engine's wonderful, the gearbox is spot on, gearbox gets every gears right, the handling's pretty good, and BMW engine. It's nice to drive. Thanks for watching.
The little rascal has spirit. As water.
This is the end of the trail for me.
Thank you.
Thank you, kid.